creating art piece live or creating work at the studio, it's a very different approaches that I do. First of all, when you do live, it's very similar to sound. You start, it's like the way Kinan plays, like the music starts and it ends. You don't have the luxury of the studio kind of edit. You go back and erase the line and add a line. So basically, the process is the most important thing, is not the result. So I'm not creating a work for the audience to say, oh, this is a great image. So what happens when the audience leave, they take with them the lines. In their mind, the lines are continuously active and it's moving. And that's an incredible luxury for me to share it with the audience. So now there are challenges. Sometimes the tool that I use, which is a tool that I invented many years ago, I squeeze the paint, and while the paint is wet, I kind of move it around to create the shape in a kind of very spontaneous and a quick way. But this tool could block based on the temperature and the humidity and all that. So, and of course, the audience kind of creates this pressure and adrenaline and all that. It's different ways of holding the tool. At the studio, I'm very relaxed and the tool never blocks. That's why in the performance, I have many next to each other. As soon as one blocks, I have to take the other one, because it happened in the past where it exploded. The paint exploded on the paper. And I thought it was the end of my live performance. I thought I was not going to perform anymore. But then I realized that someone came and said, until that moment of the explosion, we thought everything was filmed. It wasn't live. So kind of you see kind of sides where sometimes the audience actually contribute the way you are going to kind of work and create live in front of it. But let's remember also one thing in our work, as I said earlier, when we collaborate together, we give each other a certain section of the piece, and the other partner, like Kinan now, he adds more and he gives it back. So when we do that, we create this timeline, and the timeline from beginning until end, it has some pre-existing parts. He pre-records some of the parts, I pre-record some of the animations, and that gives us an anchor for us to rely on. So that file is continuously running, and it gives us kind of a guidance exactly where we are. And that's, in a live performance, a huge support for me. Otherwise, we lose, because as Kinan was mentioning earlier, the process is so unbelievably exciting and pleasurable. Sometimes we lose track of time. And for us to have that kind of a hidden layer, it gives us kind of a assuredness that we can go back to it. And in case that paint explodes, I have something else to rely on. So there's a sense of risk.